Review of the new season and last epoch. Season 3, Beneath Ancient Skies. Introduction, why this season matters. If you've played Last Epoch before, you already know it's one of the big contenders in the ARPG scene, standing alongside giants like Diablo and Path of Exile. Now, the brand new season Beneath Ancient Skies isn't just a small patch or a few tweaks. This is easily one of the biggest content drops the game has had since launch. Why? Because it doesn't just add cosmetics or balance changes. It brings an entire new story chapter, a brand new endgame system, and the strongest loot we've seen so far. The story, Chapter 10. The narrative has expanded with a full 10th chapter. This time, we dive into the ancient era to hunt down a powerful new enemy called Apophis. The new chapter isn't small at all. Around 17 new zones to explore. More than 28 new enemy types, each with unique behavior. A completely different atmosphere from what we've seen before. And the cherry on top? Once you finish Chapter 10, you get a permanent reward. +1 to every attribute. Strength, dexterity, intelligence, vitality. So even if you're mainly an endgame player, you'll want to go through this chapter for the permanent stat boost. New system, Primal Hunt. Now let's talk about the core addition of this season. While playing, whether in campaign or monolith, suddenly a rift might appear. There are two types, mysterious rifts and torn rifts. Going through them takes you into unique caves filled with enemies. The main goal, collect a new currency called Ancient Bones. What are Ancient Bones for? They're used to track down special monsters called Rift Beasts. These aren't ordinary enemies, they evolve. Each Rift Beast has multiple evolution stages. The more you fight them, the stronger they become. If you manage to defeat them, the reward is massive. Primordial Uniques, a stronger, upgraded version of normal Uniques. Or even Primordial Exalted items, which are essentially the highest tier of loot in the game. In short, Primal Hunt is the new endgame loop, and it's refreshing. It breaks the monotony of only farming monolith or arena. Loot, new items and rewards. Everyone knows loot is the lifeblood of ARPGs, and this season doesn't hold back. 30 new unique items, 5 regular uniques, 25 primordial uniques. Primordial items, a whole new tier of gear above exalted and uniques. Insane effects that can completely change your builds. Some players are already calling them overpowered, and yes, they might break balance for a while. But they're also the most exciting loot chase in the game right now. Changes to old items. Several older uniques have been rebalanced to fit the new system. New affixes added for crafting variety. Class and skill changes developers also went heavy on class updates. Sentinel, tweaks to passives, new defensive and offensive options. Acolyte, brand new skill, flay, and minion improvements. Primalist, major reworks to pets and natural abilities. Rogue and Mage, adjustments to certain skills for broader build options. The result? There's now way more variety in builds, and every class has fresh potential with the new content. Quality of life, QOL and improvements. The season also introduced smaller changes that still matter a lot. Cosmetics, work even in offline mode now. Added a new slot for portal cosmetics. You can equip the same pet in both slots. Epoch Point Store, slight improvements. UI, updated menus and smoother flow. Performance, controller support, and overall optimizations. Of course, there are a few known bugs, visual glitches, minion issues, but the devs already confirmed a hotfix is coming shortly after launch. The positives, new story. Chapter expands the world and gives you a permanent stat bonus. Primal Hunt feels fresh and makes the grind more exciting. Primordial items are game-changing and open up crazy new build possibilities. Developer responsiveness. Twitch drops, events, and fast community updates. Active community tools like Last Epoch tools, updated immediately to support the season. The negatives balance issues. Some primordial uniques are simply too strong right now. Overwhelming complexity. New systems and items might confuse newcomers. Technical hiccups. Launch bugs and glitches, though fixable with patches. Practical tips finish. Chapter 10 first for the permanent attribute boost. Dive into Primal Hunt early to farm the new loot. Don't miss out on Twitch drops for free cosmetics. Follow Reddit, YouTube, and Last Epoch tools for updated builds and item databases. Conclusion, Season 3. Beneath Ancient Skies is a huge leap forward for Last Epoch. It brings a fresh story, a brand new endgame system, and the most exciting loot hunt yet. Yes, there are some balance problems and a few launch bugs, but if the developers keep up with hotfixes, and they usually do, this season could easily be remembered as the best one yet.